Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And I also want to say Shalom to the sincere brethren out there that's pushing out this gospel in all true faith and sincerity. So yeah, this lesson is going to be simply entitled, Seize the Moment. All right? Meaning, whenever you get with brothers and you camp, whether it's one brother, two brothers, or the full camp, or you might reach out to brothers outside of your camp under the banner of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, of course, in the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. It's important to seize the moment, man. You should come together to exalt the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. By how? Doing the work. So with that, I want to just go right into it. Start off in the law, Deuteronomy, the 31st chapter, in the 12th verse. It says, gather the people together, men and women, and children, and the stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear, and that they may learn and fear the Lord your power, and observe to do all the words of this law. Right? So it's a couple of words that jump out in this precept. It says hear, that they may hear and learn, all right, which they can't hear or learn unless someone teach them, all right? But that main word there is gather, meaning when you gather together, you are to do the work, you are to teach, because, you bringing brothers together, it's a show of force, all right? Brothers bringing their talents together, and it should be all in one effort to exalt and praise the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, all right? Now, when you go into this word for gather, or should I say the definition for that word gather, it says assemble, gather, to assemble for religious reasons, for political reasons, to summon an assembly, for war, judgment, for religious purposes. Yes, so that pretty much covers all bases. That's like an umbrella. So when we gather to push this word, which entails all those definitions. We go into politics, we go into judgment, and we go into our so-called religious matters. But mainly, when you come together, you're not to come together just to fill a brother out, man. All right? Or to see how a brother living. You meet his old lady. He meets your old lady, you meet your kids. This thing is not a social gathering, man. This is a solemn assembly, and we all servants. It's like if you go to work. When you go to work, you don't get to work just to talk to the guy about what he did over the weekend, man. I mean, you might, talk a little shit here and there, but you guys coming together to do the work. You employees, man. That's why you was brought together, all right? This thing is spiritual. We not brought together to see if you compatible with a guy, man. As long as that guy is teaching the word and he's teaching the same word you teaching, then everything should be in harmony. Matter of fact, this is the book of Isaiah 34, 34th chapter, and the 16th verse. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Right, so we are all gathered in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You got brothers from different walks of life out there, man. Brothers who might not ever rock with another brother, on the street level. Or, the things they was doing prior to when they came into this truth. All right, I'm gonna be honest. It's brothers in this truth that I want to never see myself hanging with, other than the fact that we all coming together under one banner, man, and that's for the sake of this truth. That's the common thread. All right. So there's a lot of men out there that need to understand that when you get with your brothers, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting with brothers and maybe, you get together and watch the fight or, things like that. You might cook, in fellowship with brothers, but even the overtone of that should be going into the scriptures, man. All right? It shouldn't be just to rub elbows. All right? It's the book of Psalms, the 149th chapter. In the first verse it says, "Praise ye the Lord, sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints." Right? So when you congregate with the brothers, you got to sing that new song, which is basically do the work, man. All right? You're not coming together with a brother to see what he like to drink and, you know, just to eat chicken. No, you coming together to exalt the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Anything else is vain babbling, man. All right? And even vainglory to a certain point. Because if you're not coming together to praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which again is doing his work, then what's your motive? All right? You know, you coming together to just exalt yourself, pat yourself on the back, or look for a pat on the back from somebody else. All right? And to be honest with you, in this truth, this a lonely path, man. When the spirit really on you, you don't really like to be around people like that, no way, man. All right? The only reason, you know, I really like to be amongst brothers is because of the fact I can open up and do the work, man. I could be myself, which is speak on the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Other than that, what's the point of me just being around somebody, man? If you was in that real spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you would want to be alone most of the time. You got guys out there that want to just be up under a guy, man. All right? As if that's fellowship. No, that's not fellowship, just sitting up under a brother. Just, you know, try to fill a brother out, see how they living. You get with a brother, you seize the moment, man. You take advantage of it by doing the work, all right? And the scriptures go into that. Matter of fact, let's get a scripture that actually go support that even further, all right? The book of Acts, the 2nd chapter, and start at the 42nd verse. It says, "And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine." All right, yeah, which that's a cut on you guys out there, ITR, for example, who like to say they learned from Yahweh Shah. Well, this doctrine was entrusted to men, all right? The apostles, a great millstone in particular. So it says, "And they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship and in breaking of bread and in prayers," right? And that breaking of bread wasn't, you know, pass me that roll, bro, all right, to go with this chicken. That breaking of bread is doing the work, man, all right? Which you should continue in that legacy. Before you came into this fold, all right, you was drawn in, but you was really drawn in because of the diligence of the apostles, all right? They was constantly getting together, and they was doing the work, man. All right, now whatever might have happened when the camera went off, they might have chopped it up, you know? They might have threw back some drinks or whatever the hell they wanted to do. But when they got together, believe you me, they put the work out there, man. You know, especially when you go back to the old channels, the Breaking Strongholds channels, the apostles get together on the couch, you know, the old throwback classics with the end of the world banner in the background. Yeah, we came up off that, man. You should run with that. You should continue in that. You don't get with brothers just to talk shit, man, and rub elbows. You get with brothers and you do the work, all right? And it mainly start with bringing out scriptures. You have some guys that come and they just spew out madness. They just talk. You never hear them asking for precepts. You know, they don't filter things through the scriptures. Scriptures tell you, well, one or more, or two or more, should I say, are gathered in my name, which when we come together, we come in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. He said, "I am also in the midst," meaning what? The scriptures is there, man. The scriptures should be coming out, all right? The scriptures should be always on deck, which with what it would by default make you go into a lesson, and it keeps you on fire. The scriptures talk about that too. Let me get that real quick. think that's, if I'm not mistaken, it might be the book of, let me try this. I think it's Ecclesiastes. Yeah, I believe it's Ecclesiastes. Bear with me 1 second. I think it's Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. Right. Ecclesiastes 4, and I start at 9, it says, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor, right? So when 2 people come together, they don't come together just to talk shit, okay? Especially if you're a servant of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, you come together to labor, man. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Yeah, and this is basically a metaphor, man. It's not talking about two of the brothers, you know, on some studio apartment floor, man, with a quilt, keeping warm. This dealing with doing the work. Because when you come together, you could be, you know, beginning to become slothful or being disenchanted. You know, the flesh can be taken over. But if you get with another brother and y'all in the right spirit, y'all talking about the scriptures, you know, then guess what? Y'all going to keep warm by default. Y'all going to end up doing a damn video, man. All right? It says again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? So yeah, when you come together, it's really no excuse but to do a video, man. All right, when you're alone, then you idle. All right, you got to really be in the spirit to be alone, you know, and just do the lessons, you know, which that's not foreign. That happens all the time, you know. But you know, a younger brother in the faith, if he's left to himself, you know, he might fall into the spirit of watching World Star Hip Hop or some shit, you know. But believe you me, if he get with another brother, then guess what? They're going to end up speaking on the word and they're going to end up doing the work, man. So it's paramount for brothers, especially in leadership roles, if you get with other brothers, you know, you shouldn't just be getting together to talk shit, man, or try to sniff a brother out. You looking to see how a brother living, man. Fuck all that. Get with a brother and do the work, man. All right? Because that's the whole point of coming together. That's the point of coming and gathering yourself, man. All right? And assembling. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Till the next time I say shalom.